Gail Hendon is suing her sister-in-law, Janine Hendon, and her husband, Kenneth, for damages from an assault. The defendants are countersuing for a false arrest and defamation of character.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. Please be seated. Sir, you may sit also.
Your Honor, this is case number 376, Hendon versus Hendon.
Thank you, Officer Montejano. Ms. Hendon, the defendants are your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law.
Yes,
And you claim that your sister-in-law assaulted you.
yes,
And you're now suing them both for $5,000
Yes.
for emotional distress, some medical bills, and also for punitive damages.
yes,
And Mr. and Ms. Hendon, you are countersuing also for $5,000 for defamation and false arrest.
yes,
Ms. Hendon, I understand Mr. Hendon is your brother-in-law, he's your pastor,
ex-pastor, yes,
and
yes.
also your hairstylist.
Yes, he was, yes.
And this
Veterans Law.
event that we're about to hear about started when you were getting your hair done.
Yes,
on the other
actually,
side of the
I had went
wall.
to his house because he was doing my hair. His wife wasn't there. She had came possibly when he was almost done. I was still under the dryer, and then she had came in, and he was in the house doing something or whatever. And she had said, "Tell Kenny that you have to go get his money." And I said, "I really do." I said, "I don't have any money. I do have to go."
So
get
he
his money."
finished doing your hair and you were going to go get some money.
Yes,
And then I understand that the two of you went to the store together.
correct.
What happened at the store, ladies? I'll start with you, it's your case.
I went to the store to get some enchiladas. She had gave me a card, her food stamp card, to buy some food. I went in one store, she went into the other store. So when I came back out, she said, "Now, that'll be $20. I said, "Okay, so I'll give you $20. So she got in the car. She never got in the front seat. I said, "Why don't you sit in the front seat?" She said, "No, I don't want to sit in the front. I'm going to sit in the back." And I said, "Okay." So she wanted to go to another store, and I said, "Okay," to get some items. So then I was on the freeway, and getting off the freeway, she said, "Gail, can you roll up the window?" So I said, "Okay." So I rolled up the window, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and she was doing drugs in my car. Because I asked her, I said, "Janine, what are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." She said, "I'm sorry, I love you. I don't mean to do this," or whatever, and she put it out. When we got into the second store, she went and bought her stuff, whatever she was going to buy, and I bought some things, and I took $20 out that I was going to give her for the food. And so then she came back and she didn't have enough money. She said, "Well, can you get Kenny's money from here?" And I said, "No." I said,
Money that you owed her husband for doing your hair.
"Correct." I said, "No."
Why?
Because I was going to go to Wells Fargo. I didn't want to pay them extra fees to, pull in
That's an
more
answer
cash.
that makes sense to me.
Yes.
And
And then we were on our way out to the car. She's still saying, "Gail, are you going to give me Kenny's money?" I said, "No, I'm going to go to Wells Fargo. I'm going to go to the bank." I said, "Janine, come on." So she opened up the back door of the passenger side. She took the groceries that we had from the other store. She took them out. And then I said, "Janine, what are you doing?" I said, "Come on, get in the car. I'm going to Wells." "No, no." So she opened up the passenger side, and my purse was sitting there. And she took my purse. At that time, I'm calling Kenny, and I'm like, "Kenny, do you want me to give Janine your money?"
what did she do with the purse?
She took my purse with the bags and everything and put them on the ground.
When did the physical altercation begin?
When I was on the phone talking to him, she said, "Oh, you're calling my husband, you're calling my husband." And she just started socking me. And I'm like, "Janine, what are you doing?" I was just shocked. And she just kept on socking me, hitting me in my face and nose.
What did you do at that time?
I couldn't do anything.
Did
I
you leave
turned,
the scene?
not at that time.
How long were you there while she was allegedly hitting you in the face?
Well, when she finally closed the door and stepped back, and then I drove off.
So at this point, when you drive off, your purse is on the ground, your bag's on the ground, you're just trying to get out of the situation.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any photos?
Yes, I do.
Did you go to the hospital
Yes, I did.
that day?
In the morning.
May I see the hospital report?
Mhm.
You got hit. I believe you got hit. I mean, your face looks pretty swollen. You were diagnosed with a closed head injury, and then you had some dental issues.
Yes.
Ms. Hendon,
Yes, ma'am.
let's pick up the story from when she told you that she was not at that time going to give you the money that she owed your husband for doing
That
her hair.
never happened. So
What never happened?
I never asked her for the money that she was going to give my husband, but I did.
Yes, you
ask,
did.
I
You
asked her
said
to.
in your answer that
I
you
asked
filed
her.
in court,
Yes,
I was $2 short at the
Exactly.
store, so I asked Gail to give me the money from what she owed my husband for doing her hair.
exactly.
She refused, and we had a verbal confrontation. So what did you do?
When I got into the car, I heard her on the phone. I asked her, who was she talking to? She said, "I'm talking to your husband." And she became very verbally abusive. I said, "What
What
are
did
you
she
talking
say?
about?" "I'm talking to your husband. What you talking about?" You actually, just really being, like.
Not so
talking to
much
me.
verbally abusive, she was angry and aggressive.
Very
Okay.
angry, aggressive. The next thing I know, I was like, "Can you talk to my husband?" And I tried to reach for the phone to talk to my husband. She grabbed him. Next thing I know, me and her got into a physical altercation.
Did you ever hit her?
No, I have medical report. Yes, ma'am. I have medical evidence. I also went to the hospital that day prior to me being doing my arrest, and I have.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the arrest just yet. So tell me what she did to you.
Well, she stabbed me with something,
She
Your Honor.
stabbed you.
With something. I don't know what it was. And I have a stab wound right here in the medical report.
Why didn't you mention in your answer that she stabbed you? Because what the plaintiff says is that after she left, that you got into a second altercation with somebody else where you were stabbed. Why didn't you mention the stabbing?
Because I was trying to tell that.
I mean, I believe you were stabbed because I'm looking at the
Yes.
medical report. So in any event, she's gone now. What did you do when you left the scene?
I went to
My house.
their house and I showed Kenny, I said, look what Janine did to me. And he like, she did that to you? He was really shocked. And I said, she's going to jail. I said, I'm gonna call the police. And he said, yeah, call the police.
Do you say call the police?
Well, she did tell me they got into a fight. She said my wife robbed me and beat me
And
up.
then
I said, well, you need to call the police. Well, when she did, she left. She took off up the street, right? So about 10 minutes later, my wife came home. I asked my wife what happened. She said, me and Gail got into a fight. Looked at her arm, she bleeding.
Who called the police?
I called the
And then the
police.
police come to your home,
No, they
question
didn't.
you. Is there a police report?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
You got it right here.
I have been arrested.
he
That's
called the police for something issue for his own.
Somebody called the police with respect to this situation because in your complaint you tell me that the police showed up and questioned you about her stabbing.
Yeah, that was later on that night, but my husband called the police also when I got home.
Did you tell them that she had taken her purse?
Yes, I did. I reported to them exactly what happened. They came out, they took pictures of my car, they took pictures of
Were
me.
you ever charged with assault to the
No, I
defendant,
wasn't.
with the stabbing?
No, I wasn't.
Did
And
you
when-
try to press charges for the stabbing? 1 minute, sir.
No, I did not. No.
Were you incarcerated?
Yes, I went to jail for
What did they arrest you for?
for robbery.
For taking her purse.
For taking her purse. When I pulled the bags out the car, her purse also came. Gail got out the car, walked to the front of her car, seen the things on the ground. She left her purse. I started to leave her purse, but I didn't. I still picked her purse up. And when my friend of mine came and picked me up, I took the stuff to my house.
What happened to the charges? Did you go to trial?
No, the charges was dropped because my husband talked to them pertaining to that because I was still incarcerated
Yes.
for 3 days.
Yeah.
And your defense to the robbery is that you didn't take the purse, that it accidentally fell out while you
No.
guys were having this fight?
After we had the physical altercation, I got out the car, I grabbed my bags that was in there. I guess her purse fell all over. I mean, the process of me pulling the groceries out, her purse also fell out the purse.
So you had her purse, then you were gonna leave it, but you had it.
Yeah,
I assume that either you or your husband called and said, I
The
got her
purse is
purse,
here."
no worries.
that's right.
So who did that?
I did.
My
When
husband
did you do
did.
I
that?
called, well, when she came back home, I was talking to my brother. Now, he a little hostile about it. This is what I told my brother. I said, first of all, he said, man, if I see your wife, I'm going to do such a thing. I said, no, you're not going to do anything to my wife because if you do, I'm going to call the police on you. He said, she took my wife's purse. I said, don't worry about it. I got the purse.
Okay, I wanna move on to a different point, which relates to your counterclaim.
Yes.
Because you claim that she's defamed you.
That first of all, I went to jail for robbery that I did not rob her. Second of all, she devastated my character. I have people posted all on Facebook
But what was the
everywhere.
defamation? I need to hear
I
about
mean-
the facts that you claim are false.
First of all, she said that I was on drugs. I
Where
was
did she
doing
say
drugs.
that? And to whom
She
did
said
she say it?
she said it in that I was using drugs in her car.
No, but to whom did she say it?
She said it to several people.
Was it published on Facebook? Did
Yes,
she
it
tell
was.
others? Do you have a copy of the post? Did you ever put
I
it on
deleted
Facebook
it.
about her
I
doing
deleted.
drugs?
No.
I had 2 messages from her sisters
What evidence do
who
you
said, that
have?
stated that I beat her up for drugs and I'm a crackhead. And I mean all this and another
She's
person.
saying-
You like
I wish I
them
could
at the
pull
where
up
are
the
you?
one that I have it to my husband that says that
Listen,
I'm a
stop,
crackhead.
stop.
They may be
You
glad
can
they have
only
just
maintain a
methods.
claim for defamation if you have some evidence of false statements, and you don't seem to have that.
Hot Bench continues in a moment.
How much had you been drinking?
A lot.
You were agitated.
I was stabbed. I had a fight. I was on my way to jail. I mean, I'm not trying to be her friend.
Over 40 years ago, Russ Brown set out on a mission to help injured riders. We fight for the rights of
Go ahead,
riders
fast
every
forward,
day
and you gonna
because
change
we
it.
are riders and
Mhm.
we know what
I
you're
don't wanna
going
mess
through.
it up.
If you're injured in a motorcycle
Go ahead,
accident,
fast forward.
don't fight the insurance companies with just any lawyer.
It's on
Call
you. I got it
1-800-4
paused right now.
bikers.
So
Oh, okay.
These guys
So what
will
is it?
have your back. If you go down, call Russ Brown, motorcycle attorney.
Think you
you can't get great auto insurance coverage at a great price? We could insure you even if you have tickets, accidents, or a DUI. You could save hundreds of dollars a year.
I was paying way too much with another insurance provider. I'm so glad that I called Freeway Insurance.
Our prices start as low as $50 a month. Call now for a great rate on premium insurance coverage from Freeway Insurance.
1-800-774-9151. 1-800-774-9151.
Once in a great while, Broadway celebrates something extraordinary. Matilda the Musical.
Matilda.
Go to BroadwaySanJose.com for tickets and information.
Day in and day out, the attorneys at Salino and Barnes are ready to take your call or text any time of any day. That's 24/7 access to the answers, guidance, and immediate support that you need for them to get you the best result possible. If you've been injured in the Bay Area, put a national power to work for you.
Salino and Barnes, injury attorneys, 800-888